So in the series of learning C programming, we are discussing file handling in C. In the previous video, we have discussed how to write something into a file. It means basically write mode and three functions. Which function are used to write something into the file? Fput C for writing a character, Fput S for writing a complete string, and Fprintf for formatted for you can say for writing mixed type of data type like character also, integer also, string also, and float also. That we have discussed. Now in this video we will see how to read content of a file, right? So basically we will discuss read mode, and the function like which are used to read the content is fgetC for reading a single character, fgets for reading a complete string, right? So these things we will discuss in this video with the help of a program, right? We will see first of all that program here. I will write in that program and we will see the behind the scene, what is the process going on, right? And after that I will show you practically on my laptop, right? But before that I just want to tell you one thing. If you guys are appearing for GATE 2022 examination, then it's right time to start your revision. So Unacademy is conducting all India mock test for GATE 2022 examination. So you can complete your final revision with this mock test series in the month of January every Sunday, and you can take these tests for free. These are full length mock tests, so they are going to cover the entire syllabus, and these has been curated by their top educators. So you will get to know type of questions being asked in the exam and the exam pattern, and you will experience actual exam like sitting, means you are actually sitting for 3 hours and you are solving those questions within the time frame or not. So it would be a good practice for you, and after every mock test you will get detailed video solutions provided by their experts. So you can identify your weak areas and you can improve according to that. And you will also get all India ranking here, so you will come to know where you are standing among all the learners from all over India. So it's a good way to assess your GATE preparation. One more thing, they are also going to start new batches for GATE 2023 and 2024 aspirants from 5th of January. In these batches, their top educator will be covering entire syllabus for CS and IT. This course will include preparation strategy, tips and tricks, practice questions, numericals, along with the detailed explanation of the concepts. Plus doubt clearing session would also be conducted, so you can get your doubt cleared in those doubt clearing sessions. And use my code JKL10 to enroll for the mock test and to get 10% discount on your Plus subscription. So all the relevant links and the details I'll put in the description box of this video. If you are interested, you can go and check out. Now let's see how to read content of a file. See, this is the basic scenario here. See, this is suppose a file in a hard disk. Name is suppose abc.txt, and here I have written Jenny. I want to read content of this file, right? So reading means obviously we first of all we will open this into read mode, simple, right? So here means one copy of this file would be opened here using fopen function. We will create a file pointer. This is fp. This file pointer is going to contain the address of this file type of variable that would be created when you call fopen function. This thing we have discussed in the second lecture of file handling, right? You can find out the link of this lecture in the side button, you can check out, right? In this file type of object we have some variables. So there we have a pointer also. That pointer is going to contain address of this file, this buffer, right? And this is you can see buffer. And ultimately we can reach up to this file, right, using this file pointer. So this would be done, this process would be done with the help of this fopen function, right? So now whatever you can read the content of this file, means whenever you will read the content of this file, that would not be erased from this file. We are reading just a copy of this content, right? So fputC function is there, fgetC function is there for reading, and fgets function is there, means we are getting from this file, right? Reading. getC, it will read a single character, right? So first of all, see this address, this pointer will contain address of the first byte by default, the base address. So it will read the first character, means it will read J. If you are using getS, it will read the entire string, right? Now how these function would be written and the process behind this, that we will discuss with the help of a program, right? So first of all, obviously we will create a file pointer fp, and I am initializing it with null. So first we will use fgetC function. We will read a single character So what character you will read, that character obviously you will store somewhere, right? So we will take a character type of variable, char ch. In that ch here we have in this, because see this is a program. When you are going to execute the program, that program would be loaded into main memory, some memory would be allocated to that program, right? So in this variables would be created, so memory would be assigned to those variables. So one variable would be ch, and in that ch we are going to read character, and using that ch we are going to print that character into our on our output screen, right? So first obviously we are going to open this file first of all. So the file name abc.txt and the mode, so read mode. In this case, if you want to read something from a file, the prerequisite is what? That file must exist on your computer. If there is no such file abc.txt, it will give error, right? So at that time whatever it will return, the address would be stored in this file pointer fp. And if suppose this file is not there in our computer, then in fp it is having null, right? So first of all we will check that condition. If fp is equal to null, means printf error. Whatever message you want to print, you can print, and simply exit from here, exit 1. So if this function is not going to open this file because of some error, or if this file don't exist, so it will return null, means in fp we have null, and it will print some message. If successfully this file has been opened using this fopen function, then what will happen? The logic will write here. So first of all we will read character by character. So I am going to write which function? F get c, and you will just pass the file pointer. This file pointer fp is pointing to this file, right? Fp, and whatever it will return, that we are going to store that character into this variable ch, and simply print %c ch, and after that just close the file, f close, right? That's it. Now it will simply print j on this output screen. If you want to read the complete string or the entire file, suppose in my file I have this Jenny Khatri 10s, this I have. So I want to read this complete thing. So character by character, if you want to read using this fgetC function, then you just have to put this function into loop. Till when you want to read? Till end of file. Yes. So just write down the loop here. While we have a predefined function feof, it will indicate end of file, right? So simply pass which file? fp, means this file, and this file is pointed by this pointer, so just pass the pointer, file pointer, so fp, right? But this is not the correct syntax. See, this feo function will return false if this is not end of file. So at first we are here, j, is it end of file? No, so it will return what? False, means 0. But while 0 means condition false, so we will not enter into this loop. So how you will read the content? So you have to modify this condition, and before this you just have to put logical not operator. I hope you are aware about this operator, negation operator you can say, right? So now it will return 0 at first, and not 0 means true, that is 1, and 1 means true. So we will enter into this loop and we will read the character j. Loop will continue, these 2 lines we will write down this loop, and it will print the character j. After that e also not end of character, right? So again it will print e. Now end of file. So once we will reach here, this is end of file, right? So end of file fp. Now it will return 1, and not 1 means 0. So now while 0 means false condition, so we are going to exit from the loop and f close. So the complete, using this method, just put a while loop, just put this getC function in this while loop, and that's it. Your complete file would be read. This would be displayed on the screen, Jenny Khatri 10s, right? Rather than if you don't want to use getC, you can use that getS function, fgetS function. How you will use that function? See, rather than writing this line, Another method is what? I am not writing this. Obviously, we will write f close. After this exit 1 and this closing of this if block, we will write what is the syntax? F get s. Here you will need 3 arguments. First, the string you want to read, you will read from here where you will store that string. First of all, say here we have read one character and we have stored that character into ch. So here we will read a string. So where you will store that string? So obviously we need to first of all declare a string here. So rather than character, I am taking suppose char str and size is 10. So first argument would be the string where you want to store whatever you will read in str. I am going to store that thing. Next is how much character you want to read at one time. So I want to read suppose 5 character, right? So see, if you are specifying here 5, it will read 4 character J, E, N, N. One character would be for null. String is null terminated, right? If you want to read complete J, E, N, and Y, means here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you have to specify 6. 1 for null, right? So just the number of character, the length, then file pointer fp. That's it. And simply here you can printf %s str. It will return str, the pointer to this string. fgetS will return str, means you can say the pointer to str string. Str in str, now we have whatever we have read, that we have in str. So we can print that thing. So in this case, after that f close, what would be printed? See, from this file only 5 character, means only J, E, N, N, and 1 would be obviously that null. So it will not be, on your out, it will not be printed, but just it would be null here. So that is 5 character, and that would be stored in str first of all, and this would be printed. Now we are printing str, so it would be the output J, E, N, N, right? Now in file we have Jeni Khatri 10s. So now I want to read the complete thing. Same, you can put this thing, or you can increase this length, but according to this buffer only. Buffer size is 10. So at maximum length, what you can take? 9. 9 character you can read, and 1 for null. So 9 character would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Not 9. If you are specifying 9 here, it will read only 8, 1 for null, right? So you can specify here 10, it will read 9 character and 1 for null, and the size is 10. So it will read only 9 character, but after that what? Then you can put this into loop. That's it. Till end of file it will read. See, when it is going to stop, 3 conditions are there. One condition is, suppose I am writing here 5. So it will read 4 and then it will stop. Means suppose in general I am writing here n is length. So after reading n minus 1 character, it will stop and it will print. Next is, if I am printing, the size is 50, suppose I am taking, and here I am writing 45. So obviously these are not 45 character. In file I have less character than 45. So once it will read to end of file, it will stop reading. Second condition, right? According to this, it should read 45 character, 44 character, but in this total character we have how many? Only 17, and 1 is null. So only 17 it will read, that's it, and then it is going to stop. Second condition. Third is what? Suppose a file is something like this. This I have here Jeni Khatri 10, and in next line I have Jeni's lectures. In next line I have is the best. Something like this. 3 lines we have. And you have specified 45, right? But it is going to stop here. It will read only Jeni Khatri 10. Once it will find, this function will find new line character, because it is new line here, new line character, this Jenny's lectures are in new line, it is going to stop, right? So now if suppose in a file we have a content something like this with new line, with these new lines, right, then how you will read the complete file? Simply put this into loop, that's it. See, I'll show you that thing also. Before writing this, you can simply write while, same end of file means FEOF and FP, not FEOF, right? And FGet is buffer is, suppose I am taking buffer only 10, so simply if you can write down here 10 or 9 if you want to write, or 8, suppose 8 I want to write, right? First of all, it will read 8 character, or you can say 7 character with one null. It will print that thing. It will again check the loop. It is not end of file because end of file would be here, right? Again it will read 7 character with one null. Again it will read until end of file, till here. In this case, you can print this, the complete file with new line also. One more function is fscanf function, that is for formatted. We have discussed scanf also, we have discussed fprintf also. So same with that fscanf function, but that we'll discuss in a separate video, right? I hope this is clear to you now. This read mode, if file exists, it will open this into read mode. If file don't exist, it is not going to create a new file. It will give error, right? Right, unlike at write mode. If here we have write mode, if file don't exist, it's okay, it will create a new file and it will open it, but this is not going to create a file, right? And I hope this is clear to you, fget c and fget s function. So now let me show you practical of this thing. So now let me create a new file here, file read.c, right? In main function, what we will write? First of all, we will declare a file pointer, fp is equal to null, and we will take a character char ch, and then we are going to open the file. Open, the name is same, I am taking abc.txt in double quotes. You are supposed to write this file name, and in which mode we will open this file? Into read mode only, right? So just check the condition. If fp is equal to null, simply print error, or whatever you want to print you can print, right? And exit. Here also we are supposed to write print. Now if this has been opened successfully, now we can read a character by character. Like one character I want to read first of all, then fget c and just pass the file pointer, that's it. Okay, before fclose we are supposed to print that character onto our output screen. So simply use for output screen, for printing on output screen, simply you can use printf function, and it is a character, so %c and ch, that's it. Now let me just run this and see what output you are getting. Okay, this exit 1 in this file stdlib, so it's better to include that header file. See, the character is j, one character. See, this is abc.txt file already there in my PC, and here I have Jayanti Khatri Lama. So first character is j, right? Now first we will write here stdlib, right? Now suppose this file don't exist, suppose I am writing file name ab only, right? And I want to open ab file in read mode. So see, it is printing error because ab, the name of this file doesn't exist in my computer, right? So it will give error. It is not going to create a new file named ab. So better to write here abc. Now if you want to read the complete string, the complete file, then using this one putc function, just write down a while loop, f EOF end of file function, and there simply pass FP, right, and write down these two lines into this while loop, and that's it. Character by character now we are going to read. Now let me just run this and show you. See, now the output is Jayanti Khatri Lamba, complete file till end of file, right. Now rather than using this getC function, if you want to use getS function, so just let me just comment this out, and here I am using what, f getS function. So simply pass str, then length, suppose I want to read 5, only 5 character, and the fp. So before using str, obviously we are supposed to declare str and 10, buffer size 10, and simply print now the string %s str, right. That's it. Now let me just run this and show you the output. Only 4 character it will read, JAYA, and 1 character is null character, right. Automatically it will append 1 null character after the string. Fine. Now if you want to read the complete thing, so here also you can, if I want to write, see if I write here the size 10, and now let me run this and show you the output. Now it will read 9 character and 1 is for null, right. So now here I am writing only 5 length, and suppose in my file I have Jayanti Khatri Lamba and Jenny's lectures is the best. Suppose 3 lines I am writing, right. Now let us see. Only I am reading the 5 thing, or not 5. Suppose here I am writing 45, and buffer size I am taking what, 50, right. Now let me run this and show you the output. See, it is only printing Jayanti Khatri Lamba. It should read 45 characters up to 45, right, but it is only reading how many characters? Only 20 characters. In Jayanti Khatri Lamba we have 20 characters, and it has stopped. Why so? Because after Jayanti Khatri Lamba we have a new line operator. So if it will find a new line operator, fgetS function, it will stop. If you want to read this kind of file, this content, just put this fgetS into while loop. Same condition, f_eof function end of file pointer, just pass and write this thing into. Now suppose I am writing only, it should read only 5 character first, right. It's okay, you can take any size, but you should take care that this buffer size is what, 50, then below 50 you can take any length, right. Now let me just show you the output. Okay, let me just run this again and show you the output. See now, Jayanti Khatri Lamba, Jenny's lectures is the best. The complete thing it is printed with new line operator also, because we have written this thing, we have put this thing into while loop till end of file it is going to print, right. So I hope this is clear to you now. So in the next video we will see how to append into a file. So now I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.